Déjà vu, a glitch in memory? Or a glimpse of another life? Imagine this. You walk into a house you've never been to before, and yet you feel as if you know every hallway, every corner. Or maybe you hear a conversation among friends and suddenly realize this has happened before. This is déjà vu, one of the most mysterious states of human consciousness. A brief flicker where reality feels like a repeat, and the brain whispers, "You've seen this already." Today we'll explore what science reveals about the mechanisms of déjà vu, the mystical explanations that philosophers and psychologists have offered, and what this phenomenon tells us about memory and the human mind. Chapter 1. The Ancient Mystery of Déjà Vu. For centuries, people have been fascinated by strange moments when the present feels like a memory. You walk into a room, meet someone new, or stand on an unfamiliar street, and suddenly you feel, "I've been here before." Ancient civilizations tried to explain this sensation in mystical terms. Some believed déjà vu was a glimpse into past lives, a fragment of a memory carried across reincarnations. Imagine walking through a temple and feeling not like a visitor, but like someone who had once lived and prayed there. Others thought it was a message from the gods, a small sign from above, reminding humans that they were part of a larger, hidden world. Under a starry sky, such visions were seen as revelations. The term déjà vu itself appeared only in the 19th century, introduced by French philosopher Émile Boirac. He wrote about it as if it were a window into clairvoyance, a psychic spark that connected the present moment to something far beyond ordinary experience. And yet, no matter the century, no matter the culture, this sensation keeps returning. More than 70% of people say they've experienced déjà vu at least once in their life. Rich or poor, young or old, the shock of sudden familiarity unites us all. But here's the real mystery. For all our progress, science still struggles to explain why. Is it a quirk of memory? A flash from another reality? Or a secret message written into the architecture of the human mind? What's certain is that déjà vu remains one of the most fascinating riddles of human experience. A moment where science and mystery collide, and where ordinary life feels touched by the extraordinary. Chapter 2. Dreams, Memory, and the Déjà Vu Illusion. Scientists have long noticed a strange link between dreams, memory, and the mysterious feeling of déjà vu. Most dreams vanish the moment we wake up. Only fragments remain: a staircase, a stranger's face, a room bathed in golden light. Later, when something in real life matches one of these buried fragments, the brain jolts with recognition. I've seen this before. Sigmund Freud himself suggested that déjà vu might be nothing more than a forgotten dream resurfacing. One of his patients described visiting a new house for the first time. Yet as she walked through its rooms, she was completely sure she already knew their layout. Every corridor, every turn felt familiar. Freud explained it as the echo of a dream, resurfacing in waking life. Carl Jung, Freud's student and later rival, added his own puzzle. He once saw a painting of an 18th century doctor, a man he had never encountered before. Yet when Jung's eyes fell on the doctor's boots, decorated with large metal buckles, he felt a powerful wave of recognition. He was certain he had not only seen such buckles before, but even worn them himself. For Jung, déjà vu hinted at something deeper than memory, perhaps even ancestral traces carried within the psyche. Modern neuroscience offers another layer. Think of the brain as a vast library. Every day it stores new books, conversations, faces, streets, emotions. But sometimes the librarian makes a mistake. A fresh book is misfiled directly into the already read section. And suddenly, when you live through that moment, your mind insists, this has happened before. Researchers suggest that this may be tied to the proteins that stabilize memory inside neurons. If these mechanisms misfire, or if brain circuits process an event slightly out of sync, the result is a false sense of familiarity.
In other words, déjà vu could be a perfect storm, a dream fragment colliding with a filing glitch in the brain's archives. For a few seconds, time bends. The present feels layered with something older, half-remembered, half-imagined. And in that flicker, we glimpse how fragile and mysterious our perception of reality truly is. Chapter 3. Science Steps In. Cracks in Reality. For centuries, déjà vu belonged to poets, philosophers, and mystics. But in the 19th century, science decided to take a closer look. The French parapsychologist Émile Boirac was the first to give the phenomenon its name, déjà vu, already seen. He studied it alongside clairvoyance and other mysteries of the mind, hoping to uncover hidden powers of human perception. Later, neurologists began connecting déjà vu to the brain's inner workings. They noticed that the experience was especially common in people with temporal lobe epilepsy. Just before a seizure, patients often reported an intense wave of familiarity, as if the present moment had already been lived. This hinted that déjà vu might not come from the mystical world at all, but from the electrical storms inside our neurons. Modern brain scans confirm this. When déjà vu strikes, the hippocampus, the brain's memory hub, lights up. But here's the strange part. It's the same system that activates both when we recall something old and when we encode something new. Sometimes the signals overlap. The brain mistakes the new for the familiar. Think of it like a glitch in the matrix. Your memory system double books the moment, tagging it as both now and before. For a few surreal seconds, time folds in on itself. And yet, even scientists admit, the feeling of déjà vu is too vivid to be dismissed as just an error. It doesn't feel like confusion. It feels like certainty. For those few moments, you're not guessing. You know you've lived this before. That's why the debate continues. Is déjà vu a window into the mechanics of memory, or into something far stranger? Something science has yet to name. Chapter 4. The Mystical Explanations Beyond Science. Science calls déjà vu a memory glitch. But for many cultures and thinkers, that explanation feels far too small for such a powerful experience. In the 19th century, the French parapsychologist Émile Boirac, who first coined the term déjà vu, also studied clairvoyance, telepathy, and prophetic dreams. For him, déjà vu was not a mistake of memory, but a doorway, a glimpse into hidden powers of the human mind. Some traditions go further. In Hinduism and Buddhism, déjà vu is often seen as evidence of reincarnation, fragments of past lives breaking through into the present. That sudden familiarity with a place or a person, a soul's echo, whispered across lifetimes. In indigenous cultures, déjà vu can carry a different meaning, a warning from ancestors, or a message from the spirit world. For shamans, such flashes are not errors, but guidance. Even in modern times, mystics interpret déjà vu as a sign of parallel realities. The multiverse theory, often discussed in physics, finds its poetic reflection here. Perhaps you are living multiple versions of your life, and déjà vu is when the timelines briefly overlap. Unlike Freud's forgotten dreams or neuroscience's timing error, these mystical explanations remind us of one thing. For as long as humans have existed, Déjà vu has been too mysterious, too intimate, too profound to be written off as a glitch. Maybe it's not just about memory. Maybe it's about mystery itself, about the human hunger to believe that life holds more layers than we can see. Chapter 5. What déjà vu tells us about the brain. Modern neuroscience suggests déjà vu is not proof of past lives or hidden psychic powers, but it is a rare window into how memory truly works. Think about it. Memory is not a perfect recording. It's not a hard drive that simply stores and replays. Instead, it's a living, fragile system, constantly rewriting itself, vulnerable to errors, influenced by emotions, and shaped by time. When déjà vu happens, it may be the brain's way of stress testing its circuits. Recognition and experience, usually in sync, momentarily overlap out of rhythm. The brain tags something new as already familiar. And because the same neural circuits that normally shout, "This is a memory," are firing, the feeling is irresistible. It doesn't feel like an error. It feels like truth. This is why déjà vu feels so real, because it uses the same brain systems that create genuine memories. Your brain isn't confused, it's convinced. And in this sense, déjà vu is more than just a curiosity. It's a powerful reminder. Our perception of reality is not absolute. It's constructed, layered, and fragile. In those few seconds of uncanny familiarity, we glimpse the cracks in the system and realize that what we call reality is, in many ways, just the brain's best guess. Conclusion. So, what does déjà vu really mean? Science calls it a memory glitch, a timing error between circuits. Mystics call it a glimpse beyond time, a flash of something larger than the self. And perhaps, in some strange way, it is both, a biological misfire that also touches something timeless. What's certain is this: déjà vu reminds us that consciousness itself is still one of the greatest mysteries in the universe. Every flicker of familiarity, every strange echo of the present, shows us how fragile and strange our perception of time truly is. Because when déjà vu strikes, you feel it with absolute certainty. For that fleeting moment, you know, not think, not imagine, but know that you've been here before. And maybe that's why it fascinates us so deeply. In those seconds, reality feels bigger, stranger, more layered than we can ever fully grasp. Déjà vu is not just about memory. It is about mystery. And it whispers to us that our minds, our lives, and our universe still hold secrets far beyond what science has yet uncovered.